Hello, my name is Flo.
My name is Brandon.
I'm Sandy.
And this is Jane, and welcome to String Along.
This is episode 17, and it is a part two to Blame It on the Alcohol.
In today's episode, we'll be talking about personal stories and embarrassing stories.
So last week we ended with Flo saying that he got knocked out by someone. Flo, tell us
Yeah.
about what happened.
So yeah. The day that happened was actually in South Korea. South Korea has a great nightlife. So I love to
Mm.
party there. Just go to club, hop on bars. Bar hopping, and then sometimes go night clubbing. And it so happened that that one night I did the same thing as what I usually do, drinking a little too much. But with a couple of friends, right? With a couple of friends, always being safe. And so to be in details with one of my friends, we're playing beer pong, right? In South Korea, beer pong isn't that popular, but they have it in some American type of Korean pubs and bars. So I was playing beer pong, and what really happened at that moment was we were losing beer pong, and the beer they gave us is the beer from tap, the tap beers. So like they're stronger than the canned beers in my opinion. But I told my teammate because it was a two versus two in beer pong. I told my teammate, I was like, dude, if I drink this, I am gonna black out. And my friend was also like pretty drunk, so he was like, nah, man, you're drinking on this shit. You're drinking this shit. It's your turn to drink the beer. And I was like, bro, I'm serious, man. If I drink this, I'm gonna black out. And I knew it. Usually if someone says that, they're gonna black out for sure. So yeah, I mean, eventually my friend was being an asshole. Poor friend. Let me drink it, and last thing I know is I don't remember in the night. Now, how do I know I got punched or I got knocked out? Well, my friend had a great blast, and he keeps mentioning it every fucking time now. He's so proud of punching me and knocking me out. But what happened was apparently after leaving that bar and playing the 2v2 beer pong, apparently I was pushing him, provoking him, kind of like being annoying and some shit. And he warned me. He was like, "If you touch me one more time, then I'm gonna punch you." And I mean, I'm drunk. I'm drunk. Actually, I don't know if he told me he was gonna punch me, but apparently it was triggering so much that he told me to stop touching him, and eventually I touched him more, and like I kept pushing him and all that, and so he just knocked me out, and apparently I fell flat on the ground, and every and my friend is like pretty big, pretty buff, kind of tall, so everybody looked at us, and the thing is, he knocked me out. I was defenseless. I was kind of drunk. Never remember it. But he takes advantage of it now, and he keeps telling me that whatever happens, he's gonna knock me out just like he did that one time. But I don't remember it, so fuck that.
Even till now, it's so funny.
Even until now,
He's like, Flo, remember that one time?
it's like, hey, every time I trigger him, it's like, Flo, you remember that one time I knocked you out? Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Hey, come on, that ain't gonna happen if I'm sober, yo.
Damn.
That is not gonna happen.
But that shows that you're an aggressive drunk.
I think you kind of deserve that blow.
Damn.
Okay.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, but Flo doesn't know what really happened.
exactly.
So
I can't even agree with you or disagree with you on that point because I do not remember. I blacked out by the time that happened. And I do believe though, I can kind of agree that yeah, I am maybe a little more aggressive or loud when I am drunk.
I tell you, 100% he deserved the punch.
Jane was not there, so she does not know. I'm sorry.
But let's actually talk about what do you guys do when you're drunk? What kind of
That
drunk
is
are you
so
guys?
funny. So I remember one time I was at a party and I drank a little too much,
Mm.
and I was relatively okay, and my friend was driving me home. I was in the back seat, and then all of a sudden I felt the urge to puke, and I was like, "Oh shit, I should not puke in the car." So guess what I did?
you
I
swallowed it.
opened I
Oh,
opened the window while he was driving, and the puke just flew out. I thought it would like go on the ground, right? That's my initial thought, but apparently it flew out and like it went all over the backside of his car. I'm sorry to that friend. That I apologized to him before too. I offered to buy him a meal because of that. But
Hey, I
yeah,
mean,
that was one of my experiences.
at least you offer to pay. I know some people that don't.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's better than throwing up inside the car. So I would have rather have
Wait.
my friends throw up in the backside of my. Wait, you're talking about the backside of like the outside of the car, right? Okay, not the
Mhm.
inside. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine it's in the backseat.
Like it's like
Dude,
you
I'll
throw
be
up and
so
it goes
mad. Oh
back in
my
there.
god.
Fuck that.
No, but the funny thing is I did feel a little bit of the back, some of it, like the back of the liquid, like go back into my face a little bit. But
So instead of talking about ourselves being drunk, we're gonna talk about stories that we've seen of each other drunk. So Jane and Flo will talk about each other, and then me and Sandy will talk about each other. So respectively, let's just start with Jane.
Flo, when he's drunk, he has
Mhm.
two different types of drunk. It's either he's
Mhm.
like super quiet, like simpy, like he's in his mood kind of thing, or he's loud, he's aggressive. One time when he was drunk, he opened a water bottle and then because he wanted to drink water, and then he opened it, and then he was like, and then he looks at me, and then he sprayed the water. And I didn't even go out drinking with him. He just came home and then he did that and I got just so pissed off. So I remember when he did that, I opened the water bottle too, and then the whole floor it was just like wet, and then he was like, ah, and then he was like cleaning the floor. I was so pissed off.
She was pissed off, but I found it fun. So I wasn't doing it out of like anger or anything. I was just like, I was about to drink the water, so I had the bottle, and I was like, dude, I want to drink, but the whole water bottle was full of water. So I was like, it'd be kind of fun if I just splashed it, because she was right in front of me, and we were just looking at each other. So I was like, if I just splash this in front of her face, it'd be kind of fun. So eventually I did it, and then she got hella pissed.
I mean, yeah, it was it was like 12 or like 2 a.m. I'm ready to sleep. I'm in my pajama and imagine someone just like pouring water.
Surprise!
Wait, that sounds so fun. Maybe it's a guy and girl thing.
Damn right, it's a fun thing. In my
yeah,
opinion.
I mean,
I would
okay.
understand it. It was like in the afternoon or something, but it was like when she was about to sleep, I would be pissed too.
Okay,
And I was
okay.
sober.
If it was like, yeah, if it was both drunk, it would be fun. But if
Yeah.
one was sober, it would have been like, what the
No, we did that again the second time because after that I got so scared because every time he has a water bottle, he just wants to do it. And then he did it for the second time, but I was drunk at that moment too. So and then our friend was there and he's like, what the hell's going on?
You
But
guys
that
are
was fun.
fucking.
But when I got attacked first night, I was like shocked. But that's what kind of drunk he is. He's so aggressive and annoying. But fun.
Or simpy and sad. But it depends on the mood. I agree with that. I agree with that. And I think for Jane, I wouldn't say she's loud, but she provokes people to drink more. She's the type of person
Mm.
who goes like,
Pussy,
well,
pussy.
exactly. She provokes
Pussy.
me like, you can't drink more than me, or you can't drink, and then
Shake,
eventually,
shake.
Brandon, that's you. And that's Flo, that's you. What are you
no, I agree
talking
with that.
about?
No, you do that with everybody though. Actually, Jane just kind of like pushes people to their limits. Even though she can't drink as well, even if she knows she can't drink, she makes the other person drink more. And then eventually, or
No, or
Brandon,
she'll
it's not
see
your turn.
someone, or when she sees someone dying and she knows that they're dying, sometimes she'll be like, "Hey, so you admit defeat?
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
admit
yeah,
defeat?"
yeah. She wants to win.
Sorry, Jane. Sorry,
Brandon,
Jane.
you did that to me last time. I was like so tired. I was like hugging one of the bears sleeping. This guy comes and like grabs my hands. So you're the loser or whatever. And I'm like, he's the same. Anyways.
But
Never
yeah,
recalled that.
I think Jane Jane likes to include people as well. I think so. A lot of the time, she does ask around people to drink, but I think she likes to ask people to drink just so that she can admit victory in front of all of you, because she
Damn.
says she drinks the
Damn.
most. And then when someone challenges her, though, she backs away and says, "Nope."
Because you know what? You know what Flo does when he says, let's do one-on-one. So here he's already drinking like all night. He drank like 3, 4 shots. And then I come in and then he's like, oh, like we wanna do one-on-one, but you have to take 3 shots because that's what I took first. But that's not
No.
that's not fair.
Okay, I did that in the past, but then I said, "No, okay, we'll make it fair." But even then, I still win.
No, because he starts off with shotgun. I don't like shotgunning.
No, I don't always start with shotgun.
I do.
No.
Bro, I'm sorry, but sometimes you do.
Okay, yeah,
I can
sometimes I
vouch-
do.
I can
And
vouch from
agree.
both
I
sides.
like shotgunning, but I don't always go. If it, you know what, this is not great. If you're gonna drink alcohol, you should drink for fun, not as a competition. So viewers, don't do that. But sometimes it's fun to be competitive, and I guess it is. And I don't always start with shotgunning.
Like,
But I
For
think,
the
yeah.
viewers who don't know what shotgunning is, it's when you take a can of beer and then you open it and then
No,
you
make a
poke
hole.
a hole
No, you make
on
a
the
hole.
bottom with your keys and then just chug it from the bottom.
Yeah. So you always make a hole first, then you tilt it and you open it, and as soon as you open, the beer is literally gonna flow through really fast. And what you gotta do is you gotta finish the whole beer in one go. And that usually gets you tipsy, and it's a really good starter because you don't have to take shots. Beer tastes great, and eventually you start getting tipsy. So it's a good start to getting drunk. In my
You're
opinion. In my
supposed
opinion.
you're supposed to drink the whole thing, but Brandon only drinks half and he makes me drink the rest.
Right. True.
Or he pours it out. I think.
Or
Okay,
he goes.
first of all, wait. In my defense, I don't drink carbonated drinks, so it's very hard. It hurts.
Finish the rest. Finish the rest.
No, I didn't. I did not say that.
All right, that's it. That's it for me. That's it. I'm fun and I'm competitive.
We could add more, but I'll leave it to that.
No. Next.
I'll take off
Blackout.
I'll take off the bad part.
Blackout. Blackout. Fuck.
How about you, Brendan, on Sandy?
I'm curious.
Sandy is very, very, very lightweight. Okay. I've only drank with her like only towards the end of senior year because she's old and she doesn't want to drink as like crazy because she says she's allergic to alcohol. But I know she can carry a conversation. Like when you're awkward and all that, like she can help. She's there for you. But she's just weak sauce. So if you ask her to drink with you, you really don't want to ask her. Out of anyone else in the group, don't ask her because she'll say no. And you know how, Flo, remember, if I ask you, hey, take a shot, and they say no, what happens? The vibe is, oh, yeah. Or the vibe is just killed.
That's true.
Or the vibe is just killed. But I respect Sandy because she's small and tiny. Poquito.
You don't
Don't
you remember? Don't you remember the last time that I had to take 3 shots because I didn't wake up for an event? I took 3 shots for you. I took 3 shots for you, and guess what happened? I ended up in a bag that night. It was only 3 shots of soju.
Whoa.
I don't remember that.
It was a BCG party. You
okay, I'm not. Okay, I wasn't there then. What the fuck?
Yes, you were.
She said she took the shots for you, and you don't remember that?
It must be because I was taking shots for her. What the fuck? No, but I'm not gonna lie. Like I've never seen Sandy as a messy drunk, so she normally like would throw up in the trash bag. She can target. She knows how to aim, so not messy. I would say taking care of Sandy would be like 8 out of 10. It would be easy to take care of.
Only 8 out of 10.
Yeah, because you're weak as fuck. So that's why I minus 2 points.
No, the thing about me when I'm drunk is I tend to still be able to think. And so I'm like, oh shit, I should not be throwing up in this certain place. I'm going to try to throw up where it's easy to clean up. I still try to be logical about it.
That's good.
That's a good thing, yeah.
She's lying. She said, I wish I could think. What the fuck?
You know what? Do you guys ever have this feeling where it's like you're thinking about something and you're like, I wonder if I'm going to remember this tomorrow? No, just
I
me.
feel like it's only you and Flo.
Sometimes
I
you do that.
remember, but I always wake up with a headache.
Mm.
But I know
I hate Brandon. When he drinks, he's always like, I'm not gonna remember this. I'm not gonna remember this. Next day he remembers everything. And he's
Jane,
like, oh, I can't drink anymore because I'm not even gonna remember this tomorrow. Like,
Oh
I'm so
yeah, no,
I'm
that's
done.
so
I'm
true.
done. I'm done. Pours me half.
Hey, Jane.
No, Jane, drink
Jane.
half me.
First of all, it's Sandy that's supposed to talk, not you, Jane. You can't do that.
Okay, my bad.
No, the thing about Brandon is that he
Hey.
literally pussies out every single time. He would instigate people to drink, right? But then he would take like half shots with you.
That is not true. That is not true.
Brandon, Sunny is talking.
No, but not only that. When Brandon is drinking from a bottle, right? He would try to just push up air into the bottle and pretend he's drinking it,
Hey, yo,
but he's not. We all know
no,
he's
no.
faking that shit because
What
he's
the
not even
fuck?
swallowing.
No.
That's fucked up.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
how
wait,
you
wait.
remember everything.
No. I actually do drink, but I don't drink a lot.
Brendan's the type of guy, when he takes a shot, he goes,
No, cause okay, I'm gonna be honest. I am lightweight, super lightweight. I am what you guys call it, LT.
It's low T.
Oh,
low
low T.
T,
Shit,
low
But-
tolerance.
Like honestly, I would get a headache.
Yeah, but headache. Like me, if I'm like actually hungover, I can't do anything. I can't think. I literally can't eat, think, or do anything for the rest of the day. But you saw me last time, Brandon. I was literally sitting in front of the fall, like.
Oh yeah.
When we went, yeah.
I mean, okay, there's this type of headache where it'll only kick in only if I wake up early. You know what I mean? So the more you sleep, it's better for your body. So let's say if I wake up at example from Monday when we drank together. I woke up because Flo was throwing up and he was so loud, like he was so freaking loud, and I was just like, dude, who is like in my head? I'm like, who is? And I was pretty drunk. I was like, who is making this noise? I was about to like, yell, but I realized it was Flo because all I heard was like, but that was like at like 7 a.m. But if I wake up at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., that's when I'm like, okay, I feel better. Do you guys not get that, or do you guys just get hangover the next, like the whole day, like whole day?
Hey, wait. I
started
was
getting
loud
headaches.
because the bathroom was close to the bedroom.
Bro, you were
Excuses.
so
Okay, I woke up at 10 a.m. and I was still drunk, actually. So
yeah. No, I was. You know what? When you were throwing up, I was still drunk. That's why I found it funny.
I was actually
'Cause-
drunk when I woke up too. Dude, that was insane.
And you know how when normally people throw up, they would throw up in the bathroom, like in the toilet. He threw up in the fucking sink.
Why do you do
No,
that?
you shouldn't do that. It clogs the sink.
No, but
No,
that's when you know
dude.
I'm fucked up.
No, the next morning, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you throw up in the sink, not the toilet? You know what he said? Dude, did I throw up blood? But I was like, no, you had wine.
Yeah, because it was purple. So it was purple from the wine. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Did I throw
shit.
up blood? Oh, man.
But in all honesty, I can speak for Flo. Like Flo is actually really fun when he's drunk, but if he blacks out, it's really hard to control him.
Mm.
And Jane, she would be an instigator, but not to the point where you'll die, but to the point where you'll like, okay, I know that I'm flying. But don't you guys agree it's better to throw it up rather than sleep the whole time? Because I can't do that. Like Flo, when you did that, I remember that you woke up like at 5 a.m. just to throw up. I can't do that. I always force myself.
I usually wake up randomly. Like, if I need, I mean, the thing is, I don't remember waking up, but sometimes I do. And when I do, then it's like when I'm on the verge of throwing up. But I think it's pretty dangerous, and that's something that should be avoided. If you can actually throw up before sleeping, then you should. Just so that in case if you're sleeping in the wrong way, you're not choking on yourself while throwing up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So to the viewers, I definitely recommend throwing up before sleeping if you drink too much. But honestly, if you're blacking out, you don't know what you're supposed to do. But it is a learned habit, and so if you can teach yourself to throw up every time if we're going to sleep.
I actually can't throw up. It's weird. I don't throw up that often. Unless like I think the last time I threw up was with Flo because Flo's driving sucks. But other than that,
Whoa.
Blame it on my driving.
other than that, I haven't thrown up in a while before that, so I don't even think about it. But have you guys what do you guys do when you wake up after drinking? Say you blacked out, you didn't black out. I always wake up like I'm like, kind of like, and then I'm like, remember everything. Like, did you black out? Did you black out? And then I'm like, okay, I didn't. I remember everything. Do you guys do that too?
I think for me, when I wake up, it's like I have to remind myself to just drink water. I don't think
Yeah.
about anything else.
I
That is true.
usually what I do is I randomly wake up early every fucking time I drink. Every time I drink, I wake up early, so I drink water, as much as my stomach can handle. Then I go back to sleep, and then I
Yeah.
usually wake up 3 times before I'm okay when I wake up. So I wake up 3 times and I drink 3 times water, and then I go back to sleep. And by the time I wake up, it's probably like 10, 11 a.m. and then I feel fine. But I always drink, sleep, drink, sleep, drink, sleep, and then I wake up and I'm okay.
I drink water too. Like I
Yeah.
need cold water.
Cold water. Yeah, me
Or
too.
like Gatorade. I'm always craving
hmm
Gatorade the next day.
I think
I need
Jane's
something
first thought
like
is, did I black out?
no, yeah, always.
That's kind of dangerous,
Yeah,
low
that is
key.
that is dangerous if you can't really tell if you blacked out or not.
No, but I remember right away. It's more like I have to think about the whole night. Just to
That's gonna
remind
give you
myself.
more headache.
No, but that's the thing. Like, it's not like I'm like being stupid and I overdrink. It's more like I go from like tipsy stage to like blackout. So it's really hard for me to
Mm.
like know because my range is so different too. Like sometimes I could like black out with like 5 shots. Sometimes it takes me like 15 and I'll still be fine. Like my range is like crazy.
To the viewers as well, the amount of alcohol you can consume really depends as well on whether or not you ate, how many
Mm.
hours of sleep you've had, and if you're actually tired or not. Right? So if you slept a little amount of hours and then you're pretty tired, you've worked all day, taking 2 to 3 shots could actually be a lot of alcohol for your body, especially if you didn't eat as well. But if you had a great rest and then you ate a lot of meals and you drink, then you can consume more alcohol. So next time you know you're going to a party, make sure you drink a lot of water, you ate a lot, and you slept a lot, and you'll be fine to drink maybe 20 shots, and you'll be seen as a heavyweight.
Don't do that. Honestly, don't try to prove that you're the
Yeah.
Don't
best.
try to prove
I
it,
will.
but make sure you're hydrated, well fed, and well rested.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta be like Brandon and pretend to drink it.
Right.
Hey, yo, I actually do drink it. Okay, don't see me as someone who will dip out. Actually, a lot of my friends say that, but I don't. I actually don't. I make
I
sure.
can't. I can't. I can't. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna remember it tomorrow. I'm not gonna remember it tomorrow.
No, but the good thing about drinking with Brandon is that he's actually very inclusive. Whenever he sees someone that's kind of not having fun, or if he just, just sees them kind of on their phones or something, he tries to talk to them, get them to drink a little bit more, stuff like that.
Stop fluffing it, Sandy. Stop
That's
fluffing it.
true. That's so true. Like even with like my friends, and I'm not even that close to them, he was like hyping them up, and I'm like, I don't even know that what that is.
Okay,
Okay.
I mean, like the only reason why I would want to drink with them because I want to get to know them.
Mm.
That's why. I wouldn't just like I want to get like I don't want to just get so fucked up that I'd be like, oh yeah, who are you? I want them to feel more comfortable. I just don't like people like how like there's always that people that would just stay like
Mhm.
in the corner. It's
Uh,
you'll feel bad. You'll just feel bad in general.
Me
I
too.
would say.
I hate that feeling
Yeah,
when
no,
someone just isn't included and
Mhm.
doesn't drink or doesn't do shit, doesn't talk. Then that's just the most uncomfortable. Just me
Mhm.
personally being lit and seeing that person not being lit and not feeling in the right place just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Mm.
But that's the thing. There are sleep drunks and active drunks. In my
Mhm.
perspective, it's like it's either you can feel the same energy or you'll go the opposite way and just shut down.
True.
I have different moods when I'm drunk. Sometimes I'm
Mm.
happy, but when I'm stressed as fuck, I would get really sad when I'm drunk. But there's like just this one time that I was so stressed out because things were just not
Oh,
working out. It was
oh,
not good. Brandon had to drive me home.
oh! I remember. Okay, okay, never
Mm.
mind, never mind. Okay, yeah.
I'm never sad when I'm drunk,
Uh,
but I'm like hyped, like ooh, and then I go to sleep.
Flo, we should definitely tell one of our, I mean, to the people who are listening, that one time when you broke Jane's brother's um what's it called, toilet
Toilet
roll.
paper.
Yeah. Uh, so we drank with Jane's brother and his friend, and it was a great time because we didn't really meet. I didn't know Jane's brother's friend, and it was great. You know, we were just drinking a lot of alcohol, and so Jane's brother's bathroom and my bathroom look very similar, and the toilet roller, kind of looks the same exactly as well, but mine kind of twists around. It can go up and side to the side. So when you're using toilet paper, usually pull down, right? You don't go to side, right? You don't pull the fucking toilet sideways. Um, but James Brothers toilets turned out to be this way. So then I was like, as I was taking a piss, I was like, that kind of doesn't look right to me. And I was kind of drunk, right? Doesn't look right to me. So let me try to fix that, because I love fixing problems. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to fix it. So the toilet paper is like that, and then I go like this, right? I try to go like slightly, and it doesn't work. I'm like, what the fuck, right? And then I go boom, boom. And the moment I do this, I'm like, well, I can take it all out now. So then the whole shit was broken. It was ripped apart from the wall completely.
The wood.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wood. And then at that point, I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna lie. There's 5 people in the apartment. There's only 3 people using that specific bathroom, so everybody's gonna know it's gonna be me anyway. So I'm just gonna go out and be honest and tell them that it's me. So as soon as I go out, I'm like, well, so guys, I broke the bathroom over there, like the toilet roller, and that was
But here's the thing. No, but here's the thing. Jane and her brother both were already sleeping. So it was her brother's friend, me and Flo. Me and her brother's friend were just talking, and all we see was Flo like waving waving the toilet paper, screaming. He's like, guys, I broke it. And I was like, oh my God. Dude, honestly, when you broke that, like, to be honest, I'm like, dude, we're never gonna be able to drink with
For me,
anybody.
I was like, yo, James brother gonna be so pissed at me. I'm like, I'm so fucked. I was like, what the fuck? Why was I doing this shit? But
Everything's
you know
okay.
what? Everything's okay. Hey, enough about stories about me. All right. How about we hear your bad stories? All of your bad stories.
I actually have one that is also related to a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was at a party as usual, and I was in line to the bathroom, and this guy started talking to me, and I was like, okay, I'll talk to him because being social. So we were talking, blah blah blah, and it was my turn to go to the bathroom, and the dude tried to follow me into the bathroom, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck, like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom with you, and I was like, no, you're not.
Oh
And then I
my
just went in and closed
god.
the door. I was just like, what the shit?
Dude, I
But
would
that
be
guy was
so
like
pissed.
really drunk. I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
Oh my god.
Do you
No,
ever get
I'm
scared like drinking with guys, Sandy?
Say that again? Sorry.
Yeah. Do you ever get scared like drinking with guys?
I don't get scared drinking with my guy friends just
Mm,
because I know they won't do anything to me, but I do get a little more cautious and worried when I drink with strangers.
mm, that's good.
What about you, Jane?
Yeah, I get pretty scared. Like it's hard. It's like because I'm a touchy drunk too, so it's really bad. So I definitely try not to drink too much when I'm with like strangers. I think my friends are fine, but especially I need someone that could like pull me out. Like at college parties, I remember like guys try to like hit on me, and like my best friend from the other side, she would like be like, Jana, Flo's calling you, and then she'll pull me out. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, we need those type of
Mhm.
people because I remember one time I was also at this other party and this guy, he kept hitting on me and then at one point he pulled me to a corner and I was like, "Oh no, like I'm not into you, like no." And then he was like, "Oh, you girls always say no, but you guys really mean yes." And I was just like, "I gotta go."
Oh
But I
my.
was just like, "Oh shit, I could have been in a really bad situation right there."
I
I've
remember
never
though.
heard of that.
I remember though when that happened to me, all my guy friends that were there too, I told them, and then they got so mad. They were like, "Jane, you have to tell us this like when it happens." And I was like, "Shoot."
I mean, as if like for the guys, it's more of like you got to be there for your friends regardless of what happened. That's why they would feel like somewhat responsible, right?
Mhm.
But damn, what the fuck? Why are you guys getting like crazy ass stories? What the shit? I don't even
I
get
mean,
those stories.
so some advice to those guys out there who has girls as friends, just make sure to look for cues from girls. Usually when they eye you a lot and look at you a lot, that means they need you to help them out.
But okay, that's the thing. I've had girlfriends do that to me, but I don't get them cues, yo. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not there in the moment. Maybe I'm drunk or I don't know what's going on. But
No, there
I
has to be a
think,
signal.
but I think you don't even. I think girls shouldn't even have signals with it. If they see a guy friend, go to your guy friend. Just go to them and just be like, hey, yo, like saying, doesn't matter if the fucking guy you're with says anything. Now at that point, if you're next to your guy friend will protect you no matter what.
But Flo, sometimes girls would feel like they can't do anything because they're so stuck in that position.
What about just
That's why
walking to the
it's
guy? Walking
no,
to your
No.
friend.
no, because they would already feel because sometimes it's just natural for them to just stay still, and then they just expect like a friend to just come to them and just say, "Are you okay?" Like I've heard friends that saying like, you know what? Sometimes even though I want to get out, I can't get out.
No, some
As
people react
yeah,
aggressively.
exactly. I've I've had this friend who got hit on by a guy, and she was like, "Hey, I gave this guy my number." And I was like, "Why the fuck would you give him your number?" Because I feel bad. I looked at her. I was like, "Dude, don't feel bad. These are like people you will never ever meet. And if they ask for your number, they're gonna text you. Just ignore. Like, who cares?" But sometimes people they're just stuck in their heads that they're just so scared. But
That's
that's
kind of
why like it's
crazy.
good to always have a good friend. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there are people that you can party with, and some people that they just want to hang for a little bit.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That is
It's
true.
like the two beer and one puppy. It's like there are only some people that you want to just party with, and some people that you can actually trust.
That's the crazy part because those are things that I don't know, especially if I'm drunk. But if I'm not drunk, I am aware of. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember. I
exactly.
don't know if you remember when we were in Vegas with my friend, the friend that I invited, and the guy was trying to dance with her, and eventually I'm like, yo, and I just went like in between. But that's because I wasn't drunk. I'm just like I literally separated the guy. I didn't even give a shit what he had to say. I put my back towards
Hmm.
him, and I was like, no. But that's because I wasn't drunk. But if I'm under the
Right.
influence, I feel like at that point I lose cues. I lose consciousness in some ways to the point where I'm just like, oh, my friends are gonna have fun. I'm gonna go have fun. We're all gonna have a great night, kind of thing.
Is there a way where friends can just fucking signal, like fucking like yell "Caca" or some stupid shit like that? What the fuck?
I feel like
Like,
it's also really hard though because like say the girl in Vegas like she was already dating someone. So like it's
yeah,
easy to block someone like that because you already know the answer, but I'm sure it's hard for guys to even know if the girl wants it or
yeah,
not.
Right,
So they're
right,
like
it is
careful.
hard.
right. That's true.
And
But
guys are clueless as fuck. So like in our head, it's
Uh-huh.
like, oh, bro, she's trying to have fun. Like let her
Yeah,
have her fun. But then in a girl's perspective, it's like, help me, get me the fuck
mm,
out of here.
that
And then we're
ha-
just like,
that
this is a
happened to
signal.
me.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you the signal. This is when girls need help. You go.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like oh yeah, like talking. It's like if I'm looking at you like this, like opening my eyes. That's when you calm.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't notice that. I don't know if you, uh, Jane, you want to talk about that one story what happened in like Vegas when you were talking to that one guy and I'm just like out for water and it just kind of left.
Yeah. So there was a guy in Vegas. I was literally like so tired, so I went in the back, and then he was like, "Hey, like, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm good," but I was so tired. It's 3 a.m. Like, I didn't want to leave or like walk back in because I just came out. And then he was just like talking, and then he was like, "Oh, like, where are you staying?" And then and wherever I said, he was like, "Oh, me too. You wanna go back?" To the place. And I was like, oh, like I was sober. I was like, no, I'm good. And then Flo's walking back with like a water, right? And then see, if I was actually enjoying it with him, then I would just like keep talking to him. I'd be like, oh, what's up, Flo? Like just, and then that would be it. But I was literally like, help me, right? And then he was like, he comes and he's like, oh, Jane has some water, and then he left.
Okay, that
And
was
then
her.
my best friend came, and then I like looked at her the same way, and then she came, and then she was like, "Hey, let's go back in," and then I went back in.
So I was hella drunk. That was her side of the story, right? For me, I'm seeing Jane and this guy talking, and the way I perceived it was Jane was having a great conversation with him. So I just wanted to check up, and I wanted to make sure that she wasn't drinking too much alcohol because I didn't know what they were doing. Eventually, like maybe they drank more, like maybe he bought you a drink. So I went out to give her water to make sure she was hydrated. But I didn't want to interfere what was going on because eventually I thought Jane was having
Mhm.
a good time
Mhm.
with that guy.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna be the guy who's like, yo, no, don't, Jane, you can't be with that guy, whatever. So I was just like, okay, get some water here, have fun. All right, well, I'll be back in. I'll be back there just dancing, And then I left, but I didn't see this. I didn't see the cues that Jane gave me. I didn't notice it.
Because you were intoxicated, so yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't notice it. Um, but I mean, I don't know. At that point, maybe just say, "Hey, Flo, I'll just join you." That could have worked.
I feel like what's scary with guys, like when you go clubbing or something, sometimes when they just like come behind you and they just grab you, literally I freeze and I don't know what to do at all. Right?
Turn
Have
around.
you said no,
Yeah.
like legit, it's like, oh, like I can't even move. Like I get so scared.
Yeah, it's because you're like in shock for a
Yeah,
good second
Yeah.
before you start to rationalize and be like, "Oh, I got to get away."
yeah. That too, and I'm like 5'1", like I can't do much.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I would just be like, make sure to dance next to like a really close friend of yours,
Mm.
right? I mean, that's not easy. I'm not saying like it's easy as fuck, but
Yeah, man, it sucks. Like all the things you have to worry about when you're a girl, compared to guys when you just fuck it, go and have fun.
Mhm.
But
but
yeah,
but you know what? You know what's fucked up, Flo? It's like there are people like that, but there are people that are not like like us. Like we don't do that.
yeah,
We make
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
and it's already fucked up enough that guys are portrayed that way. So it's like
It's
sometimes
true.
we just want to have fun with the homies.
But then, yeah, we shouldn't be. Yeah, that's true. I
With
know
the
what my
friend.
code the code word should be for all the girls that I'm with or my friends. It should be Floruen, but in the French accent. Because if I'm
Florian?
drunk and someone says Florian, I'll be like, the fuck?
Flower? Flower?
Bro, I would never say.
Someone calling me Florian? I was like, what the fuck? What are you calling me Florian for?
I'll try that when COVID's over and I'll let you guys know.
If you say Florian, I'm like, yes,
Oh,
Jeanne.
Fleon?
Wait, there's no word for Jane in
Nah.
French.
For me,
Jeanne.
if
Johnny.
you give me the look,
Jeanne.
if you give me the look, I would probably know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. We'll see.
Hey,
Sandra?
that's gonna be me. You're gonna do it, and I'll be like,
Oh, you look at me
run
like
in
that.
front of the guy. What?
like even if you're far, you're gonna give that look.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
You know how we're taught to be nice people, and when we're happy, we tend to be more happy. When we're drunk, we tend to be more happy. Like for me, like I smile a lot when I'm drunk, and guys could get like a different, like they could be like, oh, is this girl trying to hit on me or is she flirting with me?
misconception.
Yeah, like what do we do?
Get out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because honestly, guys, like, okay, I don't know how if you agree, Flo, but it's like guys think like if a girl smiles at them, it's like they like them immediately. You know what I
No,
mean?
and
It's
usually,
like
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
if you smile and you make a lot of eye contact. Like
It's like ego.
Mhm. And
It's just
usually,
like how guys think.
and no, it's not just how guys think, but it's also how girls usually do it if they're trying to give out signs. Like if you're interested in the guy, don't you look at him and smile and like give him a couple looks?
I'm done, guys.
But
Yeah,
I do have a habit of
I guess
looking
not.
around a lot at a restaurant or even clubs because I worked at restaurants so long that it's like every time I hear something, I would just like look at the entrance or I would look around.
Don't look anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
just okay, but just avoid eye contact if anything. That's the thing.
Like those horses, just look straight.
You can't really
Well,
even
actually, that's
like
the thing. But
avoid eye contact if the guy's like looking at you and then you like kind of look. It's like, oh, why is that person looking at me? They'll still be like, ooh, she looked at me again.
that's true. That's like it's a problem that can't really be avoided because the guy is just fucking. If a guy's staring at you, obviously you're gonna keep looking at the guy. It's like, what the fuck are you looking at?
You know what's worse when once you mention it, when a guy mentions to their friends, all their friends are gonna think the same, and then they're gonna hype the guy up, and then it's gonna be like, bro, just do it, just do it, just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, this is
Also,
just guys how we think, man. Fuck,
so when
man.
you make eye contact, I should be like this, huh? Like, instead of smiling, just being like, oh, hi, kind of thing, just be like,
Actually, a lot of girls do that. Where
like bitch face.
I mean, it's either they smile or they give you a resting bitch face.
Mm.
And the ones that
Yeah.
they give you, the ones that give a resting bitch face, I'm like, I ain't fucking with her. Nope, I am not talking to that girl.
Or just slowly just do this, like like point a finger. Cause it's either you're gonna get in trouble or just say fuck you to that guy. I mean, it's not as easy as it sounds.
Yeah.
High key.
I'm just never gonna look up anymore.
Mm.
He's gonna be like this. I'll be like, Sandy, you want to take a shot?
Sandy, do you know what we
Hey.
need? We know those things for horses where you only look straight, those glasses. Yeah, we'll get one
Yeah.
of those.
No, I know the best thing. Well, it just sucks that a girl would have to do that. But if in case you see a guy like that's staring at you and stuff like that, and you're not interested at all, if you have a guy friend nearby you, first thing you should do is just go to talk to him. Show the guy, hey,
Mm.
I'm not available. I'm talking to a guy right now, kind of thing like that.
Oh, yeah. Like
think that's the
if you're
best thing.
scared, if you're scared that someone's talking to you or like trying to like eye on you, just go to your friend immediately.
A guy,
Mm.
and then
Or
that
even
just
if you
tell,
don't
yeah,
think that they're
just tell
Okay,
the guy
that's
it's like,
smart,
oh,
Flo.
But
That's smart, bro.
it's smart, but it's a thing that's kind of annoying for a girl to have to do that every time there's a guy that stares at you. Look at you.
Yeah,
But
but
it's
what
unfortunate,
what
but
if
that's
there's
the
no
best
guy
thing.
friends?
Go talk
Then
to a
go to
girl,
the
man. Just have fun
girlfriends.
with a girl. Woo! And put your bag behind that guy.
Nah.
Kiss the girl. I'm just kidding.
Kiss the girl up. Then the guy would be like,
Yeah. Also, I feel like because I could drink a lot too, that's why like guys or like even girls like usually girls can't drink as much, but mostly for guys they drink really often. So I think that's why people ask me to drink with them like a lot more, just because I could like hang and I could like be still sober and then go home. Or is that what it is? Is it? That's what I thought. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
I feel like it's just having fun, just drinking, not like whether you can hang or not. Because I don't normally force people to just hang. I just
Yeah.
if you can take a shot, then let's go with the flow. But if you can't drink, then it's fine.
I don't think it's
Right.
because you can drink a lot. It's more like maybe just like Brendan said. It's more like you're fun to be around. Maybe you're fun to be around with. Maybe. And it could be because you're competitive and maybe because you drink a lot, so you could instigate them. So that could be a reason why. But I think it's more because you're fun to be around with. But usually, if I'm gonna ask a girl to drink, it's as long as she can take one shot or two, then I'm okay with her drinking with me,
Mm.
kind of thing.
Mm.
But you know what? That's the biggest thing about instigating. If you're gonna instigate someone, you have to expect that they're gonna instigate you back. That's why I don't want to instigate. I don't like
But he
instigating.
does,
But
and then he
He
gets
does,
fucked,
yeah.
and then he backs away, pussy.
That's when drunk Brandon kicks in. Is like, okay, let's do it.
No, he's such an instigator, but he will drink with you. Like Sandy, we were drinking wine, and I taught him this word. It's Korean. It means like, oh, cheers in Korean. And I taught him that it's Jan. And then ever since he learned that, and he was with like 3 Koreans, like me, Flo, and then one more friend, he was like, every 5 seconds, he'll be like, Jan, Jan. And I was like, oh my God.
But by the end of the night when we went karaoke, I was like, no more Jan, no more Jan. I can't do more Jan. Like I know my limits because I know like if I drink more, we're not gonna go home. We're gonna be on the streets walking back.
I was gonna say when I drink and I know I can't drink a lot, I usually designate someone to drink for me. So
That's
it's like,
fucked up,
oh,
though.
if I lose this shot, this
That's
person
fucked
has
up,
to
though.
drink for me.
Wait, how's that fucked up? That's so smart.
It's smart, but you're fucking up someone else.
Yeah,
But
but
if-
they're okay with it.
Yeah, they're okay with
true.
it, and yeah, because
I-
like if you're, I mean, maybe it's pride, guys. Sometimes when we're if it's guys like take a shot, you'll do it. But then later on that night, you're gonna regret it. Like that night, dude. I've already slept over at your house just to like after a really good night of drinking. I've heard him throw up both nights at 5 in the morning, and then he's like, I don't remember what happened. What happened, dude? If we weren't able to go home, dude, we would have been fucked. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I was
It's always
fine
good to
too.
have someone, huh?
I was fine too.
I know, no, but like the first time when we drank, you blacked out that night when you blacked out. Like
The first time.
imagine if
but
we
that
were
was at her
somewhere
place.
else.
That was
That
at
was
her
at
place.
my
No, but if we were somewhere
But
else,
different
imagine.
environments is different.
Mhm.
We knew it was a safer place because it was home. Like it was Jane's place. So eventually, like
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
I don't black out that often when I don't have a place to sleep.
I think my ego is bigger than anything. That's my problem. Because the reason why I blacked out that one time when we went out was because I instigated someone. I'm like, yo, you can't drink for shit. It's like, dude, it was your birthday not long ago. You're not gonna drink with me. Like, what are you doing? You're really not gonna drink. And then eventually he was like, fuck it, all right, let's drink. And then I blacked out.
Well, also another thing about Flo is like he was already messed up.
Right, I
So
was
when
already
he
pretty damn drunk.
instigate, he was still down to do it. And then when you're drunk, you don't really think about the consequences. Because I mean, the whole time I was like, bro, you do you, but I'm gonna make sure we go home. That's my priority because I want you to have fun too.
That's the
And
thing
it
about
was funny. Uh-huh.
that's the thing about Flo. He loves drinking with strangers. That's why I don't like. I'm like, stop making them drink. They're working. Like, stop making them drink. They're
Okay,
like,
servers love it.
you've never met them.
Servers
Not
love it.
all
Yeah,
of them.
okay.
Not all of them.
And wait, hold up. The ones that don't love it, I do tell them they don't have to drink if they don't want to.
No, you don't.
Yes.
You really walk out with it.
Wait, no.
And then they have to say, okay, in a bit, to be like, okay, and then you come back. You know how many times you left karaoke to drink with the with the dude?
Well, he said he was cool
Oh.
with drinking with us though. At the beginning, he said he was cool with drinking with me, and he said
Yeah,
he was gonna
but-
drink with me, but he just couldn't right now because he had to clean the room, the
But you
karaoke
went out
room.
so many times, and I just I don't know, I can't do that.
I mean, he was okay with drinking. Yeah. If someone tells me they're okay to drink, then it's okay. If they tell me no, then it's no. But if they don't say no because they want to drink too, in my opinion. So
It's like
Okay.
focus on the people you're with. Is what
the
I have
people
a-
I'm with can't hang.
I have a question. So how do you guys normally instigate someone to drink? Cause I know there's so many different ways to instigate people to drink, or it's like, hey, if I take a shot, you take a shot, and there's always the follower, and then there's always the leader, who's down to take a shot, and then they drink, and there's also people like, hey, you know me so well, come on, let's take a shot just for the brodies. You know what I mean? There's personal shots, there's leader shots, there's follower shots. What defines you guys?
It is so bad, but I'm like, oh, like don't worry, you can't drink, just don't drink. And then they end up drinking.
Jane provokes. She provokes.
I can
Okay,
see
but
that.
I
can see
only
that.
do that to people that actually can't drink because I don't want to drink that much either.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so people that can't drink normally, like I had a friend and first time I met him, he was drinking. He was working, and then I was with my friends, but we knew him, and we were making him drink, and then he was like, "Oh, like nah, like I'm working, I can't drink." So I was like, "Okay, okay." And then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't really drink that much." So like the next time I saw him when he wasn't working, I was like, "Oh, like you're the guy that can't drink." And he'd be like, "What are you talking about? I can drink a lot." And then I'll be like, "Nah, nah, nah, it's okay." And then even if I'm drinking with someone else, I'll be like, "Oh, I'll take a shot with you. You don't have to. Like, I got it."
Reverse
And that's called
psychology at its finest.
that is called an ego killer. Ego killer. Damn.
Like, prove me wrong kind of thing.
Yeah, prove you wrong. That's so messed up, Jane.
Yeah. But
You're
I
so-
never like say like, "Oh, let's drink now." It's more like, it's fine.
Even if they say yes, you'll be like, no, 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 no. You don't need to explain yourself. Just don't
I'm
talk,
like,
don't talk.
"You want me to drink for you?"
Oh my god, she does that a lot, huh, Flo?
Yeah.
Not to Flo.
Well, actually, not to me because I usually drink my drinks anyways.
And not to Brandon either, because he's the one that's like, "Jane, one more shot, one more shot," and then he would pour me like half a shot. Brandon's
Alright.
a worst instigator because he's direct with it. He's like, "Let's drink now."
That is
It's
so
either
true.
this way in my head. If I'm already messed up, but I can sober up, then I'm fine. Because if I have if let's just say we start drinking at 2 o'clock, I would be down to drink all the way till 7 because I know I have to leave at 10. So that gives me like a 3-hour gap to like recover. So boom, that's like strategy, boys and girls. You gotta have to think.
My blackout
Either
is weird. My blackout's weird. Maybe because I'm small, but I drink, and then like like good. I'm still tipsy, and then I will stop drinking, right? And then 2 hours later, I'm blacked out. Like I remember everything until like the night. So like that's why I don't know when I black out or not, because I'm like tipsy until I black out like 2 hours out after I stop drinking.
Is it blacking out or is it just memory loss?
Oh shit.
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Oh,
Dude, I have better memory than both of y'all.
That's true. She remembers all the
how?
names.
I remember everything.
She remembers
That's
all the
true.
names
Oh.
and all that. What about you, Sandy? Though, how do you instigate people? Wait. Before you tell anything, I bet you Sandy's going like, "You're a bitch."
Wait, before yes, dude. I was gonna say that. Let me be Sandy. Let me be Sandy, because that's
Okay.
her, dude. No, dude, you got it right, 100%. She's
Straightforward.
like, you can't drink. What the fuck? What the fuck? And she'd be like, what a pussy. And you know, she does this like head turn thing that makes me want to drink. It pisses me off when I see her do that. She's like, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. I'm just kidding,
Sandy's
just
a
kidding.
genius.
Is
They're
that true?
actually really spot on.
Oh,
Sandy,
shit.
are you one of those because you make other people drink? Are you the one that like receives shots from someone and then you just give it to someone? I have a friend like that.
I actually do that,
Yeah.
yes.
She is the sassiest drunk too. Oh my god.
We gotta
can't
drink with
wait.
Sandy, yo.
I can't wait.
We gotta.
I don't want to
with
drink
Sandy.
Sandy. You guys can. You guys can drink with Sandy, but I'm good.
Well, at the
Hey,
end of
next
the
time when I
day,
go to SoCal, I'll be there.
at the end
We'll
of the day,
drink.
Sandy ain't gonna be the one drinking, right? She's gonna be passing it on to you.
Me?
Yeah. She's gonna get the shot, and then she's gonna pass the shot to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass the shot to Jane.
Yeah, that's so true.
It's kind of crazy to think that I probably saw Brandon and Sandy at Flo's house at one point, or at school
is
at one
true.
point. You know, because I went to
It's-
CSA parties. I went to Flo's party like every single time. It's like there's no way I haven't seen you guys, but I guess we haven't met. Or
Yeah,
It's-
y'all probably already like.
It's
Said
like
hi, right?
it's like we're there, but we're actually not there at the same time. It's like
That's true.
we could have seen each other, but we just didn't know that we would meet in the future. That's
Mhm.
kind of crazy.
And
That
like
is.
I was close to Niles, and like Brandon and Sandy, you guys are pretty close to Niles. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
we probably even talked before.
No, I'm pretty sure we haven't.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I'm pretty
100%
sure I
sure.
haven't either. Because
don't know.
even though I've been to every single CSA party, I definitely hung out with a different group back then, so I definitely don't think I've talked to you.
Okay, okay.
But we definitely probably passed
Right?
past each other and stuff.
Most likely, we would probably be in the same room where Flo would end up like getting himself in trouble. I'm pretty sure because he's like
There's
always
no
loud.
trouble when it's my place. What you mean?
Until the
Do
cops
you want me
show
to
up.
pull the videos, bro? Do you want me to pull up videos? I
There
have
ain't
videos
no
of you.
videos. There was no recorded things. Nothing. All right. Well, so you've heard it all. Yeah, you've heard how String Along handles its drinks, and how we instigate our friends to have a better time. Feel free to let us know how you do it, how you instigate your friends. If you haven't drank alcohol yet, don't pick up what you think is right. Don't pick up what you think is not right from what we're having and what we're doing. But this sums up the episode 17 of Let's Blame It on Alcohol. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, this was String Along.
And I just want to tell everyone, please, please, please don't drink and drive. Please be safe. Like, I only black out when I know for sure I'm gonna be home or get home somehow without driving home. So please don't get a DUI because your life will change after. And please like our video and subscribe to our channel.
Stay hydrated, be responsible, and comment below about your experiences.
And we're only talking about things that has happened to us. We just want to share our experiences, and it's always fun to hear people's stories because that's how you learn. And anyways, guys, so please follow along on our TikTok, our social media, and any Discord channels, and feel free to comment whatever you'd like to hear. We appreciate you for tuning in, and this is String Along.
Cheers.